Hey everyone, Evan, developer of RetroMMO here. I wanted to come at you with a devlog to give a bit of a status update on what's been going on with RetroMMO in recent times and what my plans for the future are. For anyone new here, I'll give you the context that RetroMMO is a turn-based RPG MMO game, really similar to something like Pokemon or old Final Fantasy, and I've been working on the game for years now. I put the very first version of the game out just a little over 2 years ago, and we're actually running a holiday event right now celebrating those 2 years of release. We put it out in August, and we're running that through the rest of the year. It'll be taken out on January 1st. To tell you a little bit about that event, it brings back some content that we released last year, celebrating the game's first birthday. And in addition to that, we've got a new piece of content here, which is what you're watching in the background of me talking. We implemented a boss rush, a boss gauntlet, where you get to fight all of the different bosses that we've had over the past 2 years and all the other holiday events and such. And it's, yeah, it serves essentially as a celebration of all the updates we've had thus far. You have the opportunity to get all the cosmetic items, all the vanity items in game that were in all of those past holiday events. So for anyone that missed any of the previous events, this is essentially your chance to get anything that you missed. And in my eyes, the event also serves as sort of a swan song for this era of RetroMMO. This connects to, well, the fact that I've talked about this on my channel before, but I've been rebuilding my game's codebase from the ground up for about 1.5 years almost now, which is the reasoning that there hasn't really been a lot of updates to RetroMMO in the past year outside of these holiday events. So we're coming up on the tail end of that though. I'm really expecting to be able to have this new codebase that I've been working on ready to migrate the game over to at the very beginning of 2023. And what that means for the future of the game is that we'll actually have a return to getting updates for the game on a regular basis, which is great news, of course. To tell you a bit about what's the more higher priority things that I want to release in the coming year. Quests is probably the biggest, most important feature that we don't have right now. Quests will drive the progression of the game in the sense of like unlocking new zones and that sort of thing. It's also really important that I spend some time getting some new abilities in the game and getting some new monster mechanics and just increasing the just like really expanding the depth of battle. So beyond those two things, those two things are what's really holding back the ability for me to release new content updates to the game in terms of raising the level cap, creating new zones, new dungeons and towns and that sort of thing. So I would really hope that we'll start to see some of that come in the middle of the year next year. I will say that also, of course, if you want to follow with the development even closer, you should really check out my Twitch page, twitch.tv/EvanMMO. I am working really hard on coding the game all the time, pretty much every day. I do all the content development, like mapping the game and like designing the mechanics and designing the dungeons and such on stream as well. So be sure to check that out if you're into that sort of thing. But yeah, just great, great things to come in my eyes. I've been really heads down just grinding the code the last 1.5 years, and I'm really looking forward getting back into proper game development rather than software development. I think it's going to be a really good upcoming year for RetroMMO. So thanks so much for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. Have a good one. One more thing before I go. I got to give a big shout out to the sponsor of this video, Covalence. Covalence is a full stack web development bootcamp, and it's actually where I learned programming. Covalence's goal is to bring you from zero experience to a career-ready software developer, and that's exactly what they did for me. If you're interested in getting into the software dev industry, I highly recommend you check them out. Links in the description. So once again, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.